Good morning, everyone. It is 7 o'clock here in Canyonland, USA.
Hey, Aaron. Mom still has not heard from you. Will you just call her, please? I'll talk to you soon.
And this morning, on the boulder, we have a very special guest, Aron Ralston!
Congratulations on the movie. I love it. It's one of the best films of the year.
Thank you.
When director Danny Boyle approached you to co-write the film with him, what was your initial reaction?
Don't be stupid, was my initial reaction. I've done a lot of climbing and a lot of mountaineering, and I know all the books there are out there about amazing stories. And if there's one story you can't tell, it's this one, which is what I said to Danny. Of all the stories, why choose one guy on his own, down a canyon, and he doesn't move for 5 days?
Right.
Impossible. And of course, when someone says impossible to Danny, he goes, brilliant.
And that's the challenge behind it, isn't it?
He'd had this story and a determination to tell his story for years, and it was all in his head. He knew he could do it. I looked at it cold and went, I don't know how you tell a story.
Oh gosh, it's a real pleasure to be here. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
What I like about the movie is it's more like a celebration of life rather than a personal triumph like we normally see in films like these.
Yes, he was a very separate, isolated individual person going into the canyon, and he comes out someone who wants to reconnect with all of us.
Right.
And I think that's really the message of the film. It's not really a survival story. It's about everybody, the boulder in everyone's life that they have to overcome, and how you do it. And mostly, you do it through other people. You do it through reaching out.
Are you and director Danny Boyle in the same wavelength now? Is this the second time?
Yeah. No, I love working with him. I mean, he's just extraordinary.
Has he approached you in 28 months later yet?
Everyone's always asking him about the movie. There's a strange obsession out there with that sequel.
It's the whole zombie thing.
I'm going to start the Slumdog Millionaire sequel rumour. I'm going to start that going now. Yeah, we're off out.
Trillionaire.
Yeah, the Trillionaire movies. That'll be in the trilogy.
Hey there, Aaron. Is it true you didn't tell anyone where you were going? Oops.
Boyle used 2 different cinematographers for the film, and you guys wrote it on the script as well.
We didn't write which cinematographer was going to do which thing, but Danny had arranged.
What film stocks and...
Yes.
How was he able to visualize that?
Well, I suppose what his plan was that he'd get a European DP and a South American DP with very different styles. That was the plan. But as it turned out, they both worked very beautifully together. And down the canyon, there was really only one way of working, which was this very intimate way with James.
Right.
So in the end, they kind of merged, the pair of them.
When you were writing the script with Aron Ralston's character in there, did you have to internalize that, what he has to go through? I mean, that final chopping.
Very hard to know quite how that would feel. But the chapter in the book is astonishing, actually. It goes through it in minute detail. The feeling, the sound, the sensations. It's really shocking and compelling reading.
I was like this. Did you guys cut more than that, or was it more gory and more...
Well, it was one of those moments where you have an absolute responsibility to show what he went through, because that's the whole story boils down in a funny kind of way to that moment.
Right.
But at the same time, you can't do it gratuitously. We don't want to put people off going to see the film. That's the last thing.
Right.
But you have to pay tribute to what he did, and by doing that, you have to go through it as a member of the audience, I think, to get to the other side. And there is another side. So, in a funny kind of way, it doesn't matter how difficult that bit is to watch, because everyone knows he got out.
Right.
And you've got to just stick with it and go to a better place.
Right. Transcendence.
Absolutely, that is the word I should have used.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Don't give up, Aaron. Do not